Good afternoon, friends. Hi, welcome to SQL Master YouTube channel. So today we are making some questions and answers about ETL testing. Okay, new questions and answers, latest questions and answers here. So for that purpose, I am making this video for you people. And before starting video, if you are not subscribed to SQL Master, kindly subscribe to SQL Master. So and also I made a lot of videos on ETL testing and SQL Oracle and Informatica, so you can go through my channel and you just learn the things properly here. Okay, so let's start the video here, and I just made some collected some questions and answers here for you. So first question is like, what is a transaction fact table? A transaction fact table is one of the three types of fact table and most basic one. In this type of fact table, each event is stored only once and it contains the data of the smallest level. Also, the number of rows in this fact table is similar to the number of rows in the source table. And second one is, what is a periodic snapshot fact table? So in this type of fact table, an event can be stored multiple times and it captures the state of the facts at predetermined periods. Okay, so next one is, what is an accumulated or accumulating snapshot fact table? An accumulated fact table is the most challenging of the fact table types, and it can be used when a business process has a definite beginning and end. So coming to next question, what is grain in the context of a fact table? The grain in the fact table represents the level of detail for a single row. So what is ODS? ODS stands for Operational Data Store. It is used for operational reporting on data stored from the various data stores. Also, it contains snapshot of latest data from these sources. So next, coming to question like, what are an ETL tester's roles and responsibilities? In-depth understanding of ETL tools and methods. This is required first because we have to understand the ETL tools in depth. Okay, thoroughly test the ETL software. Okay, then examine the data warehouse testing component, carry out the data-driven backend test, create and execute test cases, test plans, test harnesses, and so on. Identifies the issues and recommends the best solution. Examine and sign off the requirements and design specifications. Creating SQL queries for testing purposes. Various sort of tests such as primary keys, defaults, and checks of the other ETL related functions should be performed. Carry out frequent quality inspections. So next question is, what are the various ETL testing challenges that you face on a regular basis? Changes in the client requirements necessitated the rerun of test cases. Changing client needs may demand a tester creating, modifying new mapping papers and SQL scripts, which can be a time-consuming and labor-intensive procedure. Uncertainty over a company requirement or personnel who are unaware of them. Data loss may occur during migration, making source to destination reconciliation problematic. And next one is a data source that is incomplete or corrupt. Incorporating real-time data may have an influence on reconciliation between data sources and goals. Due to the enormous number of historical data, the system may experience memory difficulties. And finally, testing with ineffective instruments or in an unstable environment. So the next question, mention what is the difference between Power Mart and Power Center. So Power Mart supposed to process huge volume of data, as in case of Power Mart uh, supposed to process a low volume data. In Power Center we have to use a huge amount of data processing, and in Power Mart we use low volume of data. In Power Center, it supports ERP sources such as SAP, PeopleSoft, etc. And in Power Mart, it does not support ERP sources. And in case of Power Center, it supports local and global repository. In case of Power Mart, it supports the local repository. And in case of Power Center, it converts local into global repository. And in PowerMart, it has no specification to convert local into global repository. So next question is like how do you handle data validation in ETL testing? Data validation in ETL testing involves comparing source data with target data to identify any discrepancies or data anomalies. So it can be done through row count validation, field level validation, or business rule validation. Example, to validate data in an ETL process for healthcare organization, testers compare the patient demographic data in the target system with the source system to ensure accuracy and completeness. Next question is how do you handle error handling in ETL testing? Error handling in ETL testing involves validating the ETL process's ability to handle exceptions, errors, and data anomalies. Testers verify error logging, error notifications, and error recovery mechanisms. Okay, for example, in ETL testing, telecom company testers intentionally introduce data anomalies such as invalid phone numbers or missing customer addresses to ensure that error handling mechanism captures and handles them appropriately. So coming to next one, what is data reconciliation in ETL testing? So data reconciliation is the process of comparing data between source and target systems to ensure that the data consistency and accuracy. It involves validating row counts, field values, aggregations, and calculations. Example, in ETL testing for a manufacturing company, testers reconcile the inventory data between source system and the data warehouse, ensuring that the quantities, locations, and statistics match the accurate inventory analysis. So next one, what are the typical ETL testing deliverables? So typical ETL testing deliverables include test plans, test cases, test data, test scripts, test reports, defect logs, and documentation of ETL processes and transformations. Example in the sense, in an ETL testing project for a financial services company, the deliverables may include a comprehensive test plan detailing the testing approach, a set of cases covering different scenarios, test data representative of actual financial transactions, and defect logs for tracking issues. What is the data lineage? So, and why it is important in ETL testing? Data lineage refers to the tracking of the origin, movement, and transformations applied to data throughout the ETL process. It is important in ETL testing for traceability, identifying the data discrepancies, and ensuring data integrity. So, next one question is how do you handle data security in ETL testing? Data security in ETL testing involves the data sensitive, validating that sensitive data is protected during extraction, transformation, and loading. Testers verify encryption, masking, access control, and compliance with data protection regulations. How do you handle change data capture in ETL testing? Change data capture in ETL testing involves identifying and capturing changes made to the source data since the last extraction. Testers validate that the CDC mechanisms accurately captures and process these changes. Example, in ETL testing for a social media platform, testers verify that the CDC process correctly identifies and extract new user posts or comments for analysis, ensuring that the data is up to date and accurate. So coming to next question is like, what is the role of data masking in ETL testing? Answer is like, data masking in ETL testing involves obscuring sensitive or personally identifiable information to protect privacy during testing. It ensures that the data does not contain real customer or confidential information. So next question is how do you ensure data consistency across multiple sources in the ETL testing? Answer is ensuring data consistency across multiple sources in ETL testing involves comparing data from different sources, reconciling discrepancies, and validating that the transformed data is consistent across all sources. Next question, like what are the advantages of using automation in ETL testing? Automation in ETL testing offers benefits such as increased testing efficiency, faster execution of test cases, improved accuracy and repeatability of tests, and ability to handle large volume of data effectively. And next question is, how do you handle data anomalies and outliers in ETL testing? Data anomalies and outliers are handled in ETL testing by identifying unexpected or irregular data patterns, investigating the root causes, collaborating with stakeholders to resolve issues, and validating the transformations applied. So, next question, what is data-driven testing in ETL testing? Data-driven testing in ETL involves designing test cases based on various combinations of input data, business rules, and expected results. It allows for comprehensive testing and ensures that the ETL process handles different data scenarios correctly. Next question is how to start a career in ETL testing. So this is general question. Okay, so learning ETL testing can be definitely open up better career opportunities in the field of data management and analytics. ETL testing training from Magnesia helps you to become successful ETL expert. Okay, you can take some training here. So as a part of ETL testing training, you will be exposed to real life industry scenarios which give you in-depth understanding of data warehousing and concepts of business intelligence. So in addition to formal training, it's also important to gain hands-on experience in ETL testing by working on real-world projects and also collaborating with experienced professionals in the field. So this can help you to build a strong foundation in ETL testing and develop the necessary skills and expertise to succeed in the field. So overall, ETL learning ETL testing can be a valuable investment in your career, as it can open up new opportunities in data management, analytics, and business intelligence, and can help you to stay competitive in today's data driven economy. So this is what the thing here, what I made some questions, collected some questions and answered from internet sources, and I'm just providing for you people. So if you really like this video, like it and share my video, and kindly subscribe to SQL Master YouTube channel to get knowledge about ETL testing concepts and some more things. So for this reason I made this video, and thanks for watching video. uh, Thanks a lot. Bye bye, have a nice day.